speechless. Armadon, being as tanky as he is, for him to be going 0-2 this early in the game, I mean, they do have disables. Granted, yeah, we'll give them credit for that. They got a lot of disables down there, and now they have the armor debuff from Pestilence, but Armadon by this point should be dominating that bottom lane, given the accompaniment that he does have on the... you've got uniqfazer playing that Witch Slayer. You've got some good support for sure. And they do go ahead and take down the bottom tower, and top tower is going to be taken down very shortly, most likely, as you have both Rexi on Flint Beastwood and Soul Stealer coming out here. So if there is any silver lining to this, maybe they're not. It's not going to be as, Flint's going to go down here. Dr. Repulsor jetting in, not really needed, I wouldn't have said for that, but yeah, now he's going to go ahead and try and get this Soul Stealer. Will Soul Stealer be able to nuke out? No, he's not going to be able to get the nuke off as the cask hits him right as he got ready to do it. The Acid Cocktail landing right as he was winding up to go ahead and throw down another Demon Hand and finish off Dr. Repulsor. So nice assistance there coming from Voodoo Jester, saving his teammate and saving just that much more gold and experience getting picked up onto Scandal there playing that Soul Stealer. So an interesting game so far. I'm not really sure exactly how... I understand how the Legion has the lead here so far. They do have a good presence in a fight. They've got Voodoo Jester with the Acid Cocktail. They've got the Aurora and Stun coming from Andromeda. And what do we have going here? Oh, we've got an Invisible Witch Slayer, and he's going to catch this Voodoo Jester. Is he off by himself? Yes, he's not going to be able to get any follow-up, really. He does go ahead and use the Silver Bullet, but a miscalculation means that he's not going to be able to get the kill. And unfortunately, Flint and Armadon both were not paying attention there and just did not come for the assistance on that. I mean, they would have seen him run. They could have seen them run into the woods there, which would have tipped off the help here from Voodoo Jester, and I believe Pestilence were the only two down here at the time. Dr. Repulsor TP'd in. Glacius now getting caught out. He's going to get chain stunned here. Not even needed, as he does get the armor debuff from Pestilence thrown down onto him. Nymphora coming in. Armadon going to get ran down again. And yes, Armadon, you're not going to get out of here, as you're going to eat everything they have to offer, no matter how tanky you are. But... he has gone for the Shield of the Five. Still not sporting any boots. Does he not even have... he doesn't even have boots. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to harp on this poor guy. I mean, just... who is it that's playing... oh, that's right. It's that... I don't know who's playing this Armadon. He is an 1800 plus, so I would assume he would know how to build a broken Armadon. As we do see them going in here on the initiation. Flint Beastwood opening up with his ultimate, but she's got the mojo on her, so she's not going to be taking too much more damage. Pestilence going to run down, get taken down here. Glacius pops his ultimate, only to have the Acid Cocktail bounce right on top of him. And now Dr. Repulsor is waiting for this opportunity to be able to pick off Glacius, I'm assuming, as it looks like he's maybe not going to get that opportunity, as, we have them going ahead and backing up. And Glacius now dangerously off on his own. I'm not sure where he's headed. He's really far back here. He's going to get caught. Nope. She's going to go ahead and TP away. And nope, going to break that. Yeah, why would you want to TP away when you can get a free Glacius kill? So, not sure what Glacius is up to. That was really kind of foolhardy. He ran down here and threw down the ward. But, yeah, and even Nymphora's delayed reaction... from her typing was still not enough to save him from his own error. But alright, we do have a pause here, and I don't really think that there's too awful much for me to talk about. Let's go ahead and look at the items real quick. Nothing terribly interesting picked up. No. What the... oh, Bloodshot, never mind. And nothing really big on the Legion team, even though they do have the advantage, a 13-to-8 advantage. Flint has picked up the majority for his Firebrand, so he's going to probably go the Geometer's Bane route, or he might go ahead and finish the Frostburn, I believe it's called, and then split it up eventually to go into Geo and to Frostwolf Skull, but he might just go ahead and go for the Geometers, as that would probably be a wise call. for a little more survivability and everything along with that. Scandal playing on Soul Stealer. We have him going for the Shrunken Head first here. That's something that we see pretty commonly anymore since the Portal Key nerf left, or not Portal Key nerf, the Soul Stealer nerf that left his ultimate being that much more difficult to get off in those big team fights because it does have that much more of a casting time to it. And what is the actual casting time? I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, he does. His ultimate does take a lot more time to get off. Not a ton more time to get off, but it is enough that, you know, the typical Portal Key build where you get Soul Stealer, you make your Portal Key first, you blink in there and you kill a bunch of people, and then you can start work on your BKB after that, or your BKB, Shrunken Head, sorry. You can start on that after that, but looks like I'm going to go ahead and, I've been seeing this more and more, they're going to go for the Shrunken Head first, because he does have the disables here on his team, he does have Witch Slayer, he does have Glacius, so they have a couple of opportunities to, you know, slow the other team from getting away, and, you know, he can come in there and not get disabled and be able to throw up his ultimate and do some extra damage. But that seems to be the reasoning behind that pickup. And we do have the Striders, of course, picked up on Glacius. And Armadon, my favorite character, if you have not figured it out yet this game, as I have been paying a lot of attention to him. Still no levels into his damage reduction on his backside, and I believe that to be a very important move to pick up on him. I mean, probably not over your ultimate, granted, but you're looking at, you know, it's not level 2, and I think it's a 1-1-2 armor reduction, if I recall right. It's still -1. Yeah. So level 3 is obviously worth picking up at some point versus the other levels, but you're only getting one negative armor per cast, and yeah, the slow is a little bit better, but I really just prefer, you know, seeing in these games the Spine Burst Harass, as you are going to go ahead and run up there, you throw down your Spine Burst and just keep chasing after him, which it would help if you had boots, and it would have probably helped if he'd have gone ahead and gotten his Blood Chalice sooner, so he could have taken advantage of some of these heroes that didn't really, you know, Voodoo Jester and Andromeda, prime targets to get picked off by Spine Burst Harass, and now we have Dr. Repulsor coming in here and then jetting immediately out so he doesn't get caught. A nice move there. They do go ahead and get the smackdown onto Scandal, and then you're going to go ahead and follow that up with another kill onto Glacius. A swap for Armadon, and Armagon is taken out here. Very nice play coming from the Legion squad here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that it does seem like they have a lot more coordination going on here. Granted, it's not a tournament, and I don't know why I keep seeing granted, but granted. Sorry about that. But you look at these teams here, and really, I mean, yeah, you've got the carries here. Soul Stealer, you know, he's not necessarily in-game carry. You know, he's a carry that can dominate early. He can do very well. You know, he was doing very well against Nymphora. But then you have the bottom getting dropped by Armadon and his squad, and they just weren't able to hang on to it the way that they needed to. And Flint was having a rough time against Dr. Repulsor. Dr. Repulsor got built, but we do have a tide to turn here. I'll go ahead and try and cover some of the action. Sorry for my rant, as we do have... and we have one of the Hellborn teams still yet managing to go down after that nice counter there. And Dr. Repulsor is going to go ahead and pick off Glacius, and Dr. Repulsor is going to TP out right as Nymphora shows up for a little bit more help. And who did we just have go down there? Nova. Oh, Andromeda went down, and they're going to go ahead and pick off this top tower. He's going to... Oh, nope, he's not. As Flint Beastwood uses that extra range there to go ahead and get the deny on the tower. He has Cursed Ground on him, but he only got one hit off on him, so it's not going to add up to much. You got Soul Stealer charging here, trying to pick off Voodoo Jester. I think they're going to go and manage to be able to get him. Just a couple more auto attacks, but that Mojo being so excellent there in its healing capabilities. Oh, excellent work there from Voodoo Jester, managing to escape out of that. Portal Key picked up onto Pestilence, going to initiate here on Soul Stealer, throws the armor debuff onto him. He's taunted now, so if they manage to get this kill on Soul Stealer, it's going to be a smackdown. No, they are not, as the tides are yet turning once again. And unfortunately, I don't think that... Yep, the taunt did not come off. I believe it was probably Pestilence who taunted there. But, Nymphora. Nope, that's got way too long of a casting time on it. As we see the tides being turned here. Who was it that taunted Soul Stealer? I am not sure. And I think that the humiliation only comes down if whoever is taunting, or whoever is taunted, manages to kill whoever is taunting. So that being a nice little change of events there. Was we do have, quite a bit going down here in favor of the Legion, but it looks like now, nope, Dr. Repulsor is going to get out. It does look like, they are trying to pull back into this game. They've lost a lot of their towers here, but I guess that, they are keeping it even per se, as looks like the bottom tower is the only one standing left for the Legion, and all of the towers, we've got a 2-tower lead. 2-tower lead in favor of the Legion. Let's look at the golden difference. We've got 2,000 experience difference and 4,000 gold difference. Really, this game quite easily can go, either way. I think that once we get later in the game, you're going to see this Hellborn team come around, and they're going to be a lot more of a presence. They're going to be a lot more powerful, and still Armadon refusing to go ahead and move up anything besides his slow there. Really, I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think, whether you would prefer, with Armadon being as broken as he is currently, it's all about the spine bursts. And, the damage reduction there, and he's been ran down so many times here, I really think that Armadillo would have made a big difference, and getting the extra spine burst off. We have Initiation coming in here. Nymphora using that extra ability of mobility there, gets the portal key off from Pestilence, lands his stun, and they're going to try and run down Armadon. Glacius getting his ultimate off. Oh, I did not realize that Armadon had the Cursed Ground on him, and Soul Stealer is not going to be able to make it out of here. No way, no how, as he does get taken down. Flint Beastwood tried to come in valiantly and help him out, but not going to be able to save him, and unfortunately, since he did, he's going to get caught here and taken down by that Pestilence. Excellent work by that Pestilence there, making full use of that portal key, and almost instantaneously, whenever he does, he comes in there, he throws down the swarm, gets the armor debuff started on him. We're talking about -10 AC here, which is a very big factor when you come in on some of these heroes, and it's just so effective. Witchslayer using his own portal key, which he apparently has picked up, to come in and throw down a stun onto Pestilence, but I don't think he had enough mana left over to be able to combine it with his ultimate, if his ultimate was even up. But now we do have the slow and the rundown coming from Armadon, making use of his snot that he's been leveling this entire game. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to stop Nymphora here. She'll just TP out. Part of the annoying thing about having Armadon is that he has no stuns, so you're forced to just wave goodbye to those heroes as they do go ahead and teleport away from you, even as you blow snot all over them and prickle them as much as you can. Oh, wow, that was interesting. Because you can cast while in Glacius's ice imprisonment, he was still able to use his ultimate to jet from here up to here while still encased completely in ice. So that was a really interesting move there. But really, as we see this, the experience and the gold lead is, again, starting to grow in favor of the Legion. They have been doing really well in these team fights. They have great initiation from Pestilence. I'm just not sure what we need to see here from them. We got finally a level of Spine Burst picked up after he's maxed out everything else. That would really help him in circumstances like this where he's getting ran down, he's getting all that damage put onto his back, he'd be getting an extra spine or two possibly thrown out, and all that just stacks up so beautifully. Glacius is going to go down here. Poor Glacius. And yeah, wow. Just total map control going in favor of the Legion here. They do have some really offensive, ward here placed to keep an eye on that bottom lane. And then, they've got the Kongor ward here to keep an eye, make sure that they're not going to try for a Kongor. But, they're doing exactly what I said they had to do this game. They had to be able to win it in the early parts of this game. They're not going to allow it to get to the end game where this, Hellborn team will clearly have the advantage. Dr. Repulsor gonna be able to escape using his ultimate, jets out just in time. Armadon gonna go down again here. Oh, and just, Pestilence got caught off there to the side. I guess both teams had a little bit of a split there. Armadon decided that he was gonna chase down here, and Pestilence decided he was gonna try and go off this direction, but unfortunately the Hellborn followed Pestilence, and the Legion stuck on Armadon. But Pestilence being taken down, He is the initiator, so it's nice to have gold on him, but he's not, he's not the one that they're going to rely on wholeheartedly, as my cat is being extremely noisy. Sorry about that. Far as item pick,